Oh boy, we've got a show lined up for you tonight, guys. It took us a while to get this show going because we've been so busy with all kinds of family obligations, all kinds of holiday things, just doing stuff. You've probably seen some of our shots. We're out live and about down in Boston, or up in Boston, down in Attleboro, and just hanging out everywhere. And welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, and it's just been difficult. Attleboro, I'm going to have to, I'm going to be there quite a lot.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a lot of shots, I think, from Attleboro. My mom is she's ill and she's having a hard time these days, and her memory's a little off. And then I think I was going to call. I need to call Xfinity. I think Infinity. What is it?
We'll talk about that after the show. Do you really care about her mother's Xfinity issues?
I'm just talking about Attleboro.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jeez Louise.
Well, I'm just saying, I got stuff to cover tonight.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Okay.
I was just being Attleboro.
I know, just carrying on like a New Englander, just talking about nothing.
Get a wrong number, they talk for an hour.
The whole time. That's okay. So coming up tonight on the show, we're going to talk about Carrie Fisher and her untimely demise. Unfortunately, it's if you like us, it's a hole in your heart. George Michael, all these amazing creative people that have passed in 2016. I know it's a bit of a bummer, which is why I'm going to start off with a special feature on our show tonight. What's in Craig's closet?
Oh, yay. Now, what about the people who don't know who Craig is?
Craig Ashwood is a very good friend of ours. He's down in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's always just scouring the internet for the craziest things.
The best ever.
Usually stuff that actually really, really happened out there. So this actually happened to somebody. Check this out. Someone painted a Roadrunner, a coyote tunnel on the side of like the side of a building or whatever.
Oh, they painted a tunnel. Okay, got it.
See how they painted the tunnel on there?
Yeah, sure. Beautiful. Okay.
Right. And then some dillweed just like literally drove into the tunnel.
Of course he did.
Not paying attention, crashing the front end of their, is that a Honda Element? Or no, it's a Nissan Rogue, I think.
He went rogue?
I can't tell what it is.
He definitely
Maybe
went
it's a Rogue. Anyway, yeah.
Wow, look at that. That's
right?
That's a bummer.
What a bunch of tools.
Well, that happens.
But that really happens. This is why we have safety warnings and idiot tags on all kinds of things out there.
Come on, Davin. I always pull on the push.
She does pull on the push every time. A lot of people are aware, of course, that Carrie Fisher unfortunately passed away. Mm-hmm. If you're not, then you've been somewhere. Who knows where you've been. Mm-hmm. But from Star Wars
This is a hard week, just back to back.
This has been tough.
Bang, bang.
It's funny. I put this up on our Facebook wall earlier. I'm like, which celebrity death affected you the most? Mm-hmm. And I put a few of them up. In fact, here's the meme that I put up on our wall. Which celebrity death in 2016 affected you the most? And granted, I didn't have room to put every single one of them on there, but these are some of the biggies.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, all of them gone.
Wow, that's amazing when you look at it that way, huh?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It just kind of takes your breath away is what I'm saying. I mean, I know that we say it to one another.
Right.
But when you see the photograph, it kind of changes everything.
Yeah, I mean, we just had George Michael, Prince, Alan Rickman, David Bowie, Carrie Fisher, somebody who passed away. I had no idea that it could happen. I think it was heart failure. Kimbo Slice, the MMA fighter.
Oh, yeah.
The guy just beats the hell out of everybody. And
yeah, I remember that.
He finally,
about 6 months ago, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And so, and I'm not putting this out. And Prince, Danny says Prince. Danny's watching us from Tasmania. So thanks for watching tonight.
Davin, this is the thing is all over the world. They're saying that 2016, worst year ever.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been crazy.
Yes. Well.
So here's what I want to talk about tonight. I put that up on our Facebook wall. And there are some people who responded with, well, it didn't affect me in the least. I don't care about celebrities. It's not my life, blah, blah, blah. And
right.
And on the surface, I get it because they don't really affect your daily life.
Right.
They don't. I mean, honestly, if Sam Jackson would have, God forbid, drop dead tomorrow, it wouldn't change what I do on the daily basis. Mm-hmm. Although...
Well, seriously, really, who does affect you, though, besides your mother, your father, and your husband, and your wife, and your children? Everyone else is really sad, but you can sort of go on with your life. Well, brothers and sisters,
However, think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Imagine a world. I sound like one of these stupid TV reporters.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Imagine a world.
Here it comes.
Seriously, imagine a world where none of these insanely talented and creative people existed. You didn't have songs to sing along with. You didn't have that song to go and dance to at your prom, or those songs to mark those moments in your life where you're like, oh my God, I remember when that song first came out, I was doing such and such and such. Or you're going on a first date to one of those great movies and you have something you can laugh about and reference so many times in your life. Laugh it up, furball, or whatever it is, Like, think of all the things that you would miss out on if it weren't for these people. These people, let me bring the graphic back up. If it weren't for these people delivering all their lines and performing their craft in their own respective mediums, where it absolutely does touch your life. It does. I don't care who you are, how callous you say you are, or how much it does, how callous you are, how much you want to pretend it doesn't bother you. It's got to, like, if you're like a human being and you're on this planet, it's got to reach you at some point. And you're like, oh my God, I remember that. I remember this.
Okay, so, all right. So today we have Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Ricky Harris, he was a comedian, African-American comedian.
Okay.
Zsa Zsa Gabor. Alan Thicke, just what, 2 weeks
Thicke.
ago?
Yeah, Yeah, I didn't have him on there either. I should have.
Okay, Joseph Moscala, for everyone who watched Days of Our Lives forever and ever and ever. You remember this man, my God. And then, some people that, Howard Stern lost Joey Boots, Florence Henderson, the mother for every child.
From the Brady Bunch?
Oh, I wish I had her in that damn house, that
I wish her had
stupid house.
If she were my mom, that'd be hot.
Oh my God!
When
I knew that my life was not like these people when they broke that damn horse on their mother with that basketball, and you shouldn't play ball in the house.
Oh, on the Brady Bunch, right?
Nobody got a Chanela. Nobody got a bota to the cabeza. Nobody got a palmada. Nobody got chased around the house with a garrafa de cerveja. Nobody.
And for our English speaking people, that's shoes, spoons, belts. What else?
And a bottle.
You got hit with a bottle?
Well, no, but they chased you with it.
They chased you with a bottle?
It was enough to threaten.
Who chases a kid with a bottle?
Portuguese people do. They'll chase you with anything. They'll pick up a dog if they could and chase you with it.
So anyway,
anything to get you going.
Of all the celebrity deaths this last year, and I don't want to get too morbid with
I
this.
miss you, Mrs. Brady.
Mrs. Brady, is that the one for you that's going to like stand out the most? You're like,
no. This one today, and I'm going to have to say that
Which one touched you the most?
Alan Rickman, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. Comment on our wall, by the way. Comment on our wall or call the show.
And Prince have touched me the most.
What's your best memories of the celebrities that have gone?
I think I'm going to. That's my tattoo. I think it's going to be the Prince sign.
The Prince symbol?
Yeah, the symbol.
See?
The symbol for everything.
So does this mean you're a man and a woman?
I am everything. I am every woman.
Shelley Alward says Debbie Reynolds. But Debbie Reynolds was just recently, in fact, this is true, she was just rushed to the hospital just recently, like I think today, as a matter of fact.
Well, her daughter died.
Yeah, because she was shortness of breath. Did she pass away? Did I miss that already?
She did not.
I hope not. But it wouldn't surprise me.
goodness.
I've heard of people dying like right on the spot, once they hear like really shocking news. Somebody call in with that if you have that information, because I should know it, but I do know that she was taken to the hospital. In fact, I was going to talk about that. But
she died.
Danny Smith says he got the belt. She did?
She died.
See? Wow.
Maybe her daughter probably was too much for her.
She did. She passed, yeah. Well, think about it. You're Debbie Reynolds. Your daughter is gone. What else do you have?
Oh, my God.
Here we go. See? See what I mean? It's crazy. Now we're going to have a moment here.
Wow.
Isn't that something? Anyway, back to Danny getting the belt across his rear end. What'd you get the belt for, Danny? I want to know what you got the belt for most down there in Tasmania. What warrants a good whipping with a belt in Tasmania?
Aren't they all devils?
Yeah, she died from a mother's broken heart. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't expect it to
And you wanted
be...
to do this tonight?
I wanted
could have
to
just left me on the couch.
No, I wanted to have like an upbeat sort of thing, but I didn't know that was that. I mean, I knew the news was that she had been rushed to the hospital, but I didn't know exactly what happened with that.
So Patty Duke gone, and now Debbie Reynolds.
Okay, so somebody we can kind of laugh about a little bit, and I'm really grasping at straws here, guys. But let's see if I can find the thing here. Where is she? Hold on a second. I got to find this for you guys. So Sarah Michelle Gellar. Was it Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Thing. Yes, yeah, Buffy.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She made a faux pas. She referenced Boy George when she was trying to pay tribute to George Michael.
Oh, so many people do that mistake, though.
They're both performing gay Georges. What's the difference? We'll just throw that out there.
Oh, geez, I didn't even think.
But you know what? I've actually said that. I've said, "Oh, Boy George." Oh,
Me
George
too.
Michael. I mean, but
Me too. No,
but I
seriously.
didn't actually go as far as to tweet it out there and go and blah 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 and put it out there. But so anyway, some people are upset with her. And
Upset? I mean, honestly,
Well,
are you
I
gonna be
mean, she had
upset?
to
It was
take
a
her
faux
tweet
pas,
back.
For God's sakes, people make mistakes. And then Steve Martin.
yeah, Steve.
Did you
Martin.
hear about that?
Yeah, I've got his tweet right here. He actually had a backlash over a tweet he put out
Jeez
there
Louise.
over Carrie Fisher passing away. And the tweet goes like this: When I was a young man, Carrie Fisher, she was the most beautiful creature I'd ever seen. She turned out to be witty and bright as well. I think paying her a compliment, quite honestly.
And so they got what? Because what? She's witty and bright? Because she's good looking? You didn't think a good looking woman could be witty and bright?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Is that it?
So they were calling him sexist, and it was a big
Exactly.
backlash, and everyone piles on because it's the internet, and we're all a bunch of wussies behind our keyboards throwing our venom out at people all the time. And it's like, you know what? Why don't you?
The only reason I don't throw my venom out when I'm in person is because you stop me.
I know.
You're always like, calm down, settle down, take a minute. Oh, geez, go breathe,
I'm
breathe.
like,
go outside.
Anna, step out of the batter's box for a second.
Go to the car. I have something to show you.
Right.
That's his favorite.
I have something in the car. Honey, please calm down. Please calm down. Don't tell him he's an a-hole. Please, honey, we need this job, honey. Honey, please.
And then we end up what?
Getting fired anyway.
And then I end up smiling like this the whole time.
So anyway, Danny reveals that he got the belt for breaking his mom's gravy boat. Come on, do it, Australian woman angry about her gravy boat being broken. Come on, do it.
No, he's from Tasmania. I can't talk
on,
like
do it.
Tasmanian. I can only talk English.
Come on,
remember?
make a fool of yourself. Come on, do it. This will be
That's
great.
me gravy boat. You broke it. See, I sound like some English.
It's like somebody out of Harry Potter.
Right, exactly. I sound like Mrs. What's her name?
Oh, I forget the one with the plants, the things that yank out of the ground, the
God,
screaming
no.
canids or whatever, the Vinicius canids.
Mandrakes.
The mandrakes. That's what I got my movie
God's
references
sakes,
mixed up.
what's
there.
wrong with
I was
you?
thinking Gene Wilder because he also passed away. in
No.
2016.
Oh, dear God, yes.
And now I've turned Portuguese. I name
You know
everyone who
what?
died over the last year.
I think it is the end of the world, and here's what's going on.
Wrong.
It's the
That
end
is
of the
wrong.
world,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
And God is like, all right, I'm bringing all the people I like. All the badasses are coming with me.
Right.
You get no more. You don't appreciate
Okay, what if-
anything.
what
God
if-
is just like, I've given you enough. I've given you Star Wars. I've given you Harry Potter. You couldn't take it. I'm taking them back. They're all mine.
All right, do God's voice.
God's voice?
Yeah,
I
how's God's voice
am.
go? Oh, that's it. Oh, she's God. Right.
Oh, come
Okay.
on. We made him in your image, right there in your image. It's God. God is everything.
Thank you, Lori. We love you too.
It's the force.
As long as you say you love us first, we will be
I
obligated
love
to
you.
say we love you
I
back.
love everybody.
Right.
I honestly do.
Right.
Even though they tick me off. I love them.
I want somebody to call the show. I love having people call in on the show.
Weasley.
We got the Ron Weasley.
Mrs. Weasley, you broke me gravy boat, you little shit. And then smack.
No,
What did she hit him
you got to
with?
say Danny. He got the belt.
You got the belt?
Yeah.
And now you're going to get the belt, Danny.
So down in Tasmania, Danny, did you guys have country western belts, those old western style belts, or did you have like belts made out of cobra skins? I mean, what did you use down there?
Yeah, what is Tasmania like? Like, what is the fashion?
What kind of pelt do you use for a belt down there?
I mean, you guys are like, I know the fashion, but you know what I'm saying.
Everyone's dressed exactly like Crocodile Dundee all the time, right?
He's not even from Tasmania. You know what? I'm looking up Tasmania.
I love throwing stupid American
because
stereotypes
I do not want to
out.
feel like the stupid American that we are. Okay. So
Hey,
here we go.
Davin, not many people didn't wear a Choose Life T-shirt in the 80s. That's true. You know what? Okay, I'll tell you leather belt. Okay, I'll tell you a true story. George Michael. Okay, wait. Let me do something else really quick before I get into that. So at his funeral, they've slated Elton John to sing tribute to George Michael.
Okay, that's very appropriate.
Because they had that song together in 1991.
Yes.
Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me and all
Yep.
that. So Elton John's going to do that. But George Michael. It's funny because a lot of guys who didn't know that he was gay right away. I mean, well, kind of suspected, but I mean, because the
You didn't
80s,
suspect nothing. You didn't know anything.
I had no clue. Because in the 80s,
We all wore really stupid shorts that almost
Exactly.
showed off our junk.
we all had
You
crazy.
had 'em?
I did.
Ugly.
We all had like crazy styles in the 80s. We all had like bright colors. We were all like a bunch of peacocks
We
running
all
around
did
the 80s.
this, right? No,
Yeah, all
we
the
all
white
didn't
guys
do
had
this.
that stupid
When you're a
dance.
jet, you're a jet all the way.
I didn't snap so much, but you
Yeah,
definitely had that
right.
whole Carlton dance thing going, back in
Yeah,
the 80s.
the white guys did.
Where's my
sure.
Wake Me Up Before We Go? I'm going to put that on for just a second so we can we could exemplify this properly.
Oh God, please tell me Elton John is not going to be like this big fat lazy and just go home and do Candle in the Wind again. Oh please, I don't want to hear another.
He's actually going to do a tribute, kind of like the Princess Diana.
Yeah,
tribute,
but make up another one. Do you have time in between Disney and your godchildren and everything and redecorating?
He's a busy man. I don't
and
know what
making
he's gonna
pink
do.
suits with gold trim.
I don't know
can
exactly.
you please write another song besides the Candle in the Wind?
He might be able to.
Oh God.
Who knows?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, we're going to do this here. Is this going to work? Hold on a second here. Oh, my internet's being slow for some reason. I hate it when that happens.
Wow, I want to go to Tasmania.
Yeah?
I want to go to Salamanca Market.
Salamanca Market?
Yeah, it looks pretty darn cool.
What's
man.
down at Salamanca Market?
Well, it's held every Saturday morning in Hobart.
Okay.
Saturday morning in Hobart. See, I can't do it, so I'm not even going to try. I don't even, no, forget about it.
Saturday morning.
You guys can make fun of me all you want.
And we will.
That's good. I like it. I like
Oh,
to hear
man.
people make fun of me. It's
For
fun.
some reason, it's...
Beautiful. See, I don't know anything about Tasmania. That's a shame.
Well, Danny's there. That's all you need to know, really.
Well, it is, and I keep up with all his stuff, but, you know, he's in radio, so he always shows just, like, Radio Tasmania.
Gina Butler says, you don't have Cox. LOL. No, I don't have... which cable are we on?
What's wrong with you?
Is it Cox
Is
or
there really
Comcast?
something going on? My computer's fine.
No, YouTube. The YouTubes on the internet aren't playing. I was going to play some...
I blame it on Putin.
Let's see here.
I'm
It's
telling you.
Putin.
Those Russians are playing up there.
Let's see if this one will work. I don't know. Maybe it's the server at
I'm
YouTube.
telling you, it's Putin.
You
Didn't you
think
see
so?
his SNL with his teddy bears that he puts everywhere with a secret camera eye?
I think it's YouTube's server. I think they're being wacky with me tonight. So anyway, yeah. So back in I don't know 1985 or whatever it was.
What were you talking about? I'm sorry.
I was talking about George Michael and how
yes.
guys, a lot of us, we had no idea he was gay. We just
Right.
the songs were fun. You had the whole thing with Wham and then Father Figure and all that stuff coming around. And so I actually went to my hairstylist at that point in time, and I said, "I'm gonna see if I can find the picture here." I said, "Can you give me that hairstyle?"
Oh, well, there was a big outrage when he first got that hair. Did you know that? When he first came out with the first one, the first Wake Me Up, that one. You know that video?
Yeah. What was the outrage?
No
about?
one had paid that much for a haircut. It was like something like $500.
Oh yeah, it was like insanely expensive.
And so that was the story. And all the radio jocks were talking about it. Could you hear George Michael got his haircut? It was like $500.
right?
And
I'll make it big here really
so
quick.
that was a lot of morning shows. They were talking about how it was
500. What do you think about that, Monkey Boy George?
Monkey Boy George. Yeah, so I wanted to have like the whole like highlights and all that stuff going on.
beautiful, but that's
And it was
he spent a lot of money on it.
I had no idea how much upkeep it really took to have that. And I was like, can you give me that? That's a cool hairstyle. Because I had kind of similar colored hair at the time.
You cannot do it. You're not gay.
No, but I didn't know. I was
must be gay.
I didn't know how gay you had to be to pull it.
Very.
Well, but the thing is,
That's big, large gay.
yeah.
That's
and
big,
so,
super, extra large gay.
well, now we know that.
With a lot of money.
Gina, really? You didn't know Florence Henderson died? See how it just slips through the cracks?
So sad.
But, in your defense, Gina, so many people are dropping like flies this year, it's hard to keep up.
Okay, that term, really, honestly,
Well,
we
they are.
can do without it. Can you have a little respect? I mean, seriously, dropping like flies.
It's true. I mean, people are just passing away left and right in
Okay,
2016.
but you can be a little gentler than screaming, dropping like flies on the... Honestly, really?
I feel a little ripped off is all I'm
A
saying.
little bit. Oh, imagine how their families feel.
I know.
Excuse me, selfish guy.
I'm very selfish when it comes to this stuff.
But,
Bugs me.
okay.
What?
I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
I think I will have to have like a retreat if Morgan Friedman dies. And
Don't even say that.
I know. Spit on the ground.
Did you know that Morgan Freeman actually taught her English?
Yeah. Did you know that? Because my mom.
She's first generation Portuguese. She moved over here. Her parents moved over here from Portugal.
Yeah.
From
My
the
dad
Azores.
spoke very broken.
Yeah, very broken Portuguese.
He came over. It was like what 40. He came over. He was 45 years old. So 45, you learn a language.
In fact, when I met her, she had a southern accent of a black man when I first met her, just like Morgan Freeman. She's like-
Right.
She was like, "Now, Davin, you're the one doing the driving." Sorry.
Am
it's
I
bad.
supposed to laugh at that? Because I'm not going
All right,
to. That
continue.
was just
Tell us your Morgan
awful,
Freeman.
awful
Tell me
joke.
your easy reader story.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah. Thank you. God. Anyway, yes. So my parents spoke Portuguese in the house all the time, everywhere, right? And so we didn't go really anywhere that, if they spoke English, it was minimal. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I want change. That kind of thing. Paper. That kind of
Right.
thing.
Right.
So that's all. So I didn't know English, okay? So my grandmother is my nanny, and she comes over. She's 80 years old from the Azores, 79 when she came over, turned 80
Right.
that year, speaking Portuguese, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh. I have a brother who is 13 years older than me, who is in and out of the house and whatnot. And I have Sesame Street and Electric Company. So Morgan Friedman pretty much taught me how to read. You know, he would do Easy Reader and all that, and I loved him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, his voice was so
cool.
calming, and he
Still
was really
is.
neat and cool. So, yeah, so I owe a lot of stuff to Sesame Street and that.
Meanwhile,
No, check it out, because a lot of my friends watch this. When we were in the third grade, I had Mr. Costa. Mr. Costa used to make me so nervous because he used to yell all the time. But you don't understand. The reason I got nervous was because I didn't speak as well,
As the American kids.
I couldn't write as well.
so you learned from Morgan Freeman.
Well, I couldn't write as well because I couldn't read. I didn't know how to read. I was never taught how to read. So I could speak now,
Like Morgan Freeman.
Meanwhile,
but I couldn't read and I couldn't write. It was a struggle. And he told my mother, if you do not stop talking Portuguese and talk more American English to her, she will never amount to anything.
and here you are on the radio now. Thank you to Morgan Freeman. Look at that. Meanwhile, I learned how to speak English from Sam Jackson. That's right, motherfucker. I just want to get that joke in there. My wallet's the one that says bad motherfucker. Right here.
You just had an opportunity to just swear is what you wanted.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
did. That's true. It's on the internet. I love it.
Honestly.
But that's a good joke. We both learned how to speak from two different black dudes.
Actually, you actually grew up with more African American people than I
I
did.
did. I totally
it's
did.
Not really.
And what's sad is now that I've moved to New England, and this is not a joke and it's not parody, is I have like zero black friends up here. And I miss them terribly. I really do. Where's Sean? You know, we need to call Sean
we
Hankins
do need
up.
to Sean.
You
Call
know,
Sean.
we're going to call him up right now. You just keep,
It's
keep
only
talking.
because it's only because you say that, and then people say, "Davin, that's really kind of a racist."
I
thing
know
for you
it
to
sounds
say."
terrible. White guys going, I got black friends, but it's true. I
You're
miss
a
them.
reversed racist, Davin.
I am. No, I'm not. I don't have it
You
out
just
for
said
anybody.
you were.
No, I'm a cliche. I'm stereotyping.
Wait, when it comes
is
to
what
your
I'm doing.
friends, I think it is. Is it because I think they think you're funnier?
Oh, the black folks?
Yeah, because you're goofy.
I think they just make fun of me. I think that's
Yeah,
all there is
and
to
they
it.
like it.
And I'm the one that's not ashamed, afraid to be
Well,
goofy in
because
front of them.
when you worked in Oklahoma, that dude, it's
Oh,
like
Elton. Yeah,
he's
my
like,
buddy Elton.
I just say whatever I want, and he just laughs. I'm like, yeah, that's my husband, Forrest
Yeah,
Gump.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
He's gonna go mow some lawns later. I'm like, okay, that's great. Yeah.
Yes, I did go to school with Richard Simmons with you, but was it Richard Simmons?
Who's Richard Simmons?
Gina's asking a question. He didn't look anything like George Michael. here,
Richard
so-
Simmons, the guy who exercises. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about in Oklahoma. You went to school.
Yeah, one of these guys that he was very kind of in the closet, but everybody knew pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one you're talking about, Gina? Just curious.
Why did he wear hair like George Michael? Is this where we're going with that?
No, but there was a guy named Jay Baker I went to school with, and he actually went and became a hairdresser later on, and
Okay.
and he did have the George Michael do.
Oh,
he
I
did
see.
for a while, and he had like a really nice white Trans Am, and everyone was like super jealous of this kid because his parents were wealthy.
Sounds like an Eddie Murphy movie.
And then he eventually
Only the white version.
Then he eventually did come out of the closet, and he's open gay, but he's one of my friends on Facebook and a really cool guy. But in high school, I was like so jealous of him, but I didn't know that he was secretly gay at the time. So it makes me a little less jealous because he had way more than I ever had in high school. You know, one of those guys.
Oh, for God's sakes, David.
It's like he could have had any chick he wanted back then, but he wasn't into the chicks. So it was like,
Sunshine.
Yeah, kind of like that. I'm gonna see if I can get Sean on the phone. My one black
Actually,
friend.
I heard from one of our friends that she wasn't very close to me, but that she is gay, and she was one of the prettiest girls in our class. If that's the truth, I mean, I heard some. I'm not
It
gonna
always
mention
goes that
names,
way, right?
But I'm not going to say names because whatever. If it is, and whatever. Okay, so the worst thing ever, worst year ever, is like spreading like wildfire. Everybody up to saying how 2016 is the worst year ever. And honestly, when people start saying the worst ever, 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 you haven't lived forever, ever, ever. So calm down. It'll get better.
Remember the years that Socrates died? That was awful.
Right? Okay.
My God, when we lost those people to plague.
All right, we'll see if we get Sean on the
That
phone.
was not the worst year ever. When all your family died of plague.
My family didn't die of plague.
Well, somebody's did.
They were German. They didn't die of plague. Just saying. Let's see if we get Sean.
You've reached the Hankins residence.
Oh, man.
Message at the sound.
All right,
Never home, Sean.
We're going to give him a leave a message. You know what? He didn't answer because it's the studio phone.
At the tone,
You think?
please
Yeah.
record your
You
think
I know
he's a
it.
bill
Yeah.
collector?
When
He
you are
thinks it's
finished
somebody
recording,
chasing him.
You may hang up or press
Somebody
pound.
chasing him.
Who knows? Hey, this is not a
Pick
solicitor.
up the phone.
Answer your phone, Sean.
Oh, come on. Just
we're,
pick up.
We're doing the show live. What are you leaving a message like it's an old school answer machine? It's a voicemail on a cell phone.
Oh, I thought we were talking to his
She's
home.
doing the same thing her mom does. You'll call to leave a message.
Never you mind. Just give us a call back when you get in.
Hit us back right at this number. We're on the show live right now. We want to
All
put you
right.
on, Sean. All
Okay,
right, man. Bye. Okay, so he's going to listen
I
to that.
didn't know. I thought you were calling his house.
That's all I have is a cell phone. Everybody only keeps a cell phone these days. Everybody does everything via cell phone.
Okay, all right. I get it. We do have a home phone, and our son uses it for.
He's the only one that uses the
He's
landline.
the only human that.
The thing
uses
is,
that,
I get the landline with our internet service anyway, and so I keep the landline for emergencies, and also it's a great excuse to never have to buy your kid a cell phone. I'm like, call him on the landline. I'm like old school that way. At what age should you get your kid a cell phone for the sake of safety and whatnot?
These days,
Is there an age? Is there a time that's like a good time to do that?
I don't know.
Gina's still going on about our buddy Jay Baker. He had the nice tan too. Yes, he did. He went to the tanning beds. And he had like his hair, frost
You
tip.
guys have something to learn from,
I'm-
alternative lifestyle.
I'm not knocking it at all. I never will, never have. Some asshole on our Facebook page while I was talking about George Michael dying when he passed away.
Goodness gracious.
No, I'm like, oh, George Michael died. That's so sad. Too soon. He writes, probably AIDS. I'm like, really? Has to be that every time? Because, hey, Charles, what's up? Charles is watching too. Charles down there in Oklahoma City.
In 2016, is this one of your friends?
What? No, it's just somebody who was like on the wall. No, no, it's nobody I know. I'd call him out if it was. I can't keep my mouth shut. I would totally call you out if you were like just assuming.
Oh, geez. Are we ever gonna grow up in this country?
No, because you have that.
I mean, just grow up. What is it so hard to do? Just move along with your life, right?
Right.
And if someone never hurts you, then don't talk about them. And then if someone hurts you, talk about that one person and not who they represent as like a family or a unit or
Right.
or anything or a religion. That's how you grow up. You settle things with the person in front of you.
Is it?
Well, I like to do that. Some people don't. And what are you doing?
I'm
What is
trying to get
happening
Sean
here?
on the phone.
And
Yeah.
now what?
I texted him just now. I just shot him a text.
Okay.
Hey, Charles, hit us up on the phones, man.
Okay.
844-DNA
But
for
you know
fun
what
if you're
I'm
watching.
saying.
Yeah, I totally do.
Nobody ever gets in front of the person they're really upset with and tells them exactly how it is without flipping out,
Right.
shares their innermost thoughts, and then says, this is why.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big freaking deal?
Why don't people
can't
share their
people just
most innermost-
grow up? Yeah, just grow up. They
Because
feel
I think people are afraid to be themselves.
people are afraid to grow up.
No, I think. Well, what do you mean by grow up exactly? Because a lot
When
of
you
us
have
grow,
an issue
a lot
with
of us
someone,
grow
just go up to them and tell them the issue. I get to the
That's
point
hard to
where-
do. That's hard to do. Sometimes.
Yeah, especially when it's friends or family units, groups of friends or groups of family
Right.
that never express their innermost thoughts or feelings ever.
Totally.
Your friends you're just robots.
Well, sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut, and I'll tell you why. The reason why it's better to keep your mouth shut when you're talking to people is it's sometimes better to assume that they don't know as much, that you don't know as much as you know about things.
Oh no! Now you're arguing. I'm not arguing. I'm saying when you're
Okay, wait. Danny's. Oh, go ahead.
when you have a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying something happens.
Right.
Address it at that moment.
Yeah. Hey, Danny, I think you can call the number from Australia as well. In fact, I'm almost sure you can if you dial the 800 number.
Oh, is he asking how to get in?
He's asking me what our thoughts on people saying that Michael Jackson could still be alive.
Oh yeah, that was terrible with all the. Does he mean the drugs and whatnot? Because the doctor, could still be alive, just alive.
Yeah, that he may have faked his death.
trickery.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know who's saying that. Are they saying that down
I
in
haven't heard
Tasmania?
that. I
Are they
haven't-
saying or maybe you're ahead of you're ahead of our time zone. You're a day ahead. Maybe you're a day ahead of the rumors as well. And
all I know is people think Tupac is still alive.
Oh, he is.
For real, they
Tupac
believe
is-
he's still alive.
Yeah,
and-
man,
and
he's kicking
all
it
over the
somewhere.
world.
Yeah, he's out there somewhere.
For real?
He's probably in.
You think so?
I think he's probably in Athens, Georgia.
Well, they
or
say
something.
they don't have body on him. There's no body. There was never any funeral.
Right. No, he's kicking it somewhere. He's hanging out with Santa Claus at the North Pole or something.
Or has a really cool hipster beard
He could have a total hipster beard and dreadlocks and just
be in the Himalayas.
He could be in Jamaica somewhere.
Yeah.
Just fitting in. Just going underground. A place where you didn't expect
I
him.
go Himalayas. He goes.
Whatever. If I'm black, I'm going to him. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to go hang out with all my
Notice
reggae
I just go higher. He just goes hotter. He goes hotter, I go higher.
Yes, Gina. And Elvis is a bum on a bridge. He's a 90-year-old bum under a bridge now.
He would have never made it. Even if he didn't OD, like that peanut butter sandwich would have gotten him with the cholesterol and the crap.
Oh, who knows?
I mean, he would have had our. I mean, honestly, you can't eat all that fried food and just expect to live.
So, Danny, did you already answer, or Charles? Any of you guys? Which celebrity death this year hit you the hardest? Which one is it that or which one do you remember have the most memories of?
Prince, definitely number one, and then Carrie Fisher, like I said, and then Alan Rickman.
He says there's some photos of his children on social media that looks like Michael Jackson in the background,
really
hanging out. Could be one of those freaky, ghostly, photos where you have that ghost hiding behind the door, kind of popping his head out like the dude from Mortal Kombat. Whoopsie! When you do the uppercut.
Oh, you never know. It was Michael Jackson. He had a huge amount of money. I mean, what if he, made a bot?
The Jackson Bot 5000
or something, Jackobot.
The Jackobot.
Jackobot. And so Jackobot just hangs out and, does
Charles,
things.
Charles says Muhammad Ali dying hurt him the most. It was
really?
the thing he related to the most.
But you related to it. See, for him, that's what he related to.
Well, because Charles used to fight everybody on the playground back in the day. He used to beat everybody up.
He was an old black man at one time.
He was. Charles was an old black man with a raspy, lispy kind of voice.
And then he reincarnated into a dude in Oklahoma.
That's right. Yeah. He did.
Yep.
Melissa Blackwell says it's a tie between Carrie Fisher and Alan Rickman.
Yeah, me too.
Alan Rickman really hurt me too because, ever since I saw him in Die Hard and all the Potter movies, but especially in Die Hard, oh my God, that character he played.
Really? You're being this emotional over him.
No, I loved his characters.
I didn't think
he was
it meant
awesome.
that much to you.
I liked Alan Rickman a lot.
Okay.
I really did.
All right.
He was very, very cool.
Now, let's see.
Yes, he says MJ wanted to be frozen like Disney.
Who?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right.
Like one of those frozen heads like on The Simpsons or Futurama, going around. Hey, Shimon. I don't know. Guys, call. We could talk so much better than me reading all your comments. It'd be easier. What else? Because it's weird because I have to keep looking back on, and he said. Florence Henderson, Gina says Florence Henderson. She was raised on the Brady Bunch.
Yes.
Yeah, and she was the Rock on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it certainly wasn't Mike Brady. He was not the Rock.
Oh, God. All right, where else?
Alan Rickman in Robin Hood. Yes. Cut his heart out with a spoon because it would hurt more.
Oh, try harder.
Remember that? I go Australian.
Try harder.
I don't do the English as well.
All you do is just make fun of me, but you can't even do it.
My English is Cockney. My Australian is more authentic.
Yeah, it is.
So
I'm trying really hard because I got to put a demo together, and so I have to listen to all these Australian people talking and saying just ludicrous things that don't make any sense. Do you want to pickle?
Right.
Just so I can pickle.
Charles Decker's number 2 on the wall. If you're watching us on the wall, his number 2 most hurtful celebrity death was Prince. And that makes sense because Charles used to also wear blouses on the playground a lot. So
that's why he fought.
Yeah, he had to fight a lot of guys. So
right.
He was very
that's why
tough
Muhammad
guy.
Ali means a lot to him.
Right. Muhammad Ali taught Charles how to box because he wore blouses everywhere he went. And so he had to fight his way through a lot of stuff. He's totally straight, though, by the way.
Schneider.
Just so you know.
Died, of course.
Oh, yeah, Schneider.
You remember Schneider?
Yeah. He looked kind of like a porn star to me, always. Like a 70s porn star.
And then, of course, Celine Dion's husband died. Alan Rickman died. And then Dan Haggerty.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams.
I thought he died of a cocaine overdose a long time ago. Remember he had the cocaine problem back in the day? I thought he was gone already. No. Really?
I can't keep it together. I loved Ben.
Okay,
God, I loved Ben so much.
But
sometimes I wanted Ben to just rip the crap out of Grizzly Adams.
Now do an
I did. I just wanted to.
Now do an English bear.
Oh.
Or a Canadian bear. Yeah, that one's an easy one. Okay.
Where's my toque?
We're so stereotypical.
We are. A what? An English bear?
As Charles would say, we make the easy jokes on this show.
An English bear.
Yeah.
Oh, tea time.
Right.
Must go now.
That's my English bear.
Is that the Queen?
Yeah.
Okay, who else? And then Glenn Fry.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Fry.
Yeah.
That kind of touched me. It touched me in a different way, though. I was very, very sad that Glenn Fry died.
Yeah.
because I really did care for him, but in a way that not so much like I grew up on Glenn Fry because my brother loved
so
Glenn
it's like
Fry.
made a connection,
Yes.
like an emotional family connection.
The
with
Eagles
Glenn
were
Fry.
like one of his favorite bands, and so he had all the cassettes. So when he went off to the Air Force,
Yeah.
I by proxy
Right.
I had the cassettes.
Right.
So this is the music. So how funny I could sing English.
I'd say, okay, let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about sing English.
Abe Vigoda.
Oh yeah, but I thought he died a bunch of times before, so it didn't really shock me that he was gone this time. I mean, he's pretty old. Wasn't he like 90 something when he died? Abe Vigoda?
Yeah, everybody thought he was always dead.
Well, there was always those hoaxes all the time.
Dave Mara died. He was 41 years old. Of course, the BMX racing guy.
Yeah, that's a shocker. That's crazy. Okay, so
yeah.
what about like certain celebrities where you have a moment in time that reminds you of them all the time, or something they did remind you of a time in your life? For me, probably the biggest shocker of all this year was Prince. The first time I ever French kissed a girl, this is a true story, was...
You know how to French kiss?
I do.
Really?
Yes.
Since when?
I do it just whenever.
What do you mean whenever? I've been married 22 years.
Where was it in front of the kids?
When are you fitting this in?
The first time it ever
Or in
happened.
front of the kids.
Or in front of the kids.
All the
Anyway,
time?
Are you going to let me finish the story?
No.
Oh, fuck.
How can you finish the story if this doesn't even make any sense to me?
The first time
These are things
this
I didn't
ever
know.
happened
What else do you know how to make? Do you know how to make crepes?
was at no, I don't know how to make crepes or frost tip my hair. I don't know any of that stuff. The first time was watching Purple Rain in the movie theater with this girl named Shayla.
Oh, so Shayla gets the French kiss.
Shayla got a French kiss for me. It wasn't a good one. It wasn't good.
Apparently.
No, I was like 14.
Because if you've been trying that crap.
Yeah. That was the first time. So for me, Prince is tied forever to that memory of being in the movie theater, and I can hardly remember her face, but she did kind of have a big nose. But it was like one of those cute big noses. It wasn't like an ugly big nose. But she had kind of what?
Stop.
Well, I'm just saying.
Stop while you're.
I couldn't remember her last name.
Speaking of Big
What?
Ange died.
Big Ange. Oh, wait.
Big Ange. She was the lady. She was 55 years old. The reality Mob Wives. Remember? She's the Mob
That's right.
wife.
And China from the WWE died. Joni Laurer.
Of course,
She
Harper
died.
Lee at 89 years old, To Kill a Mockingbird, the author.
And Joni
died.
Laurer, she could push like 315 pounds bench press. She was super strong back in
And then
the
the
day.
man who wrote
Young love.
Sonny James, he died. He was 87 years old. But see,
Yeah.
he was 87. It wasn't like 41.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, so many people. George Kennedy died.
Are you just going to list everyone who died?
No, not everybody.
This
Just the
is-
people who meant something to us. Oh, Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Well, that
her.
wasn't a shocker, though. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
feel bad for
still.
the family, and all, but that was not a shocker. It's not like, like she was only, 90 or something? Or how old was she?
Everybody's 90 to you.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it's like,
in
people get to
between
the point-
70 and 90, there's 80s too.
Was she in their 80s?
know,
I don't know how old she was.
There's Gary Shandling.
Yeah. We had some friends of ours that were actually close to him, and he was such a good guy. Everybody says. I never met him, but he seemed pretty cool.
Merle Haggard.
Yeah. Again, he is pretty old.
Now, see, when you hear Merle Haggard's name, that probably reminds you of stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
See?
But it's nothing I really want to bring up.
Okay, never mind.
It reminds me of Western belts. Danny, remember how you used to get the belt?
Yeah.
Merle Haggard reminds me of getting the belt.
Okay, I don't
And
know that.
didn't he do Take This Job and Shove It? Wasn't that his song too?
I think so,
And
yeah.
they made a movie around that song, and they featured the truck Bigfoot for the first time ever in a movie.
You know what? Way too much info.
I got lots of
don't know
redneck
all
info
that.
I can share with
I
you.
honestly don't know anything
I
you're
was
talking about.
brought up, in that sort of culture, so I could totally bring that for you.
Right, but what you said right now, like you could have been talking like a whole
So you don't
different
know. No one can
language.
confirm. Probably Gina could confirm that Take This Job and Shove It was
And then
Merle Haggard.
one of the deaths this year that was really shocking was Anton Yelchin, the 27-year-old guy who was in Star Trek. He played.
Oh, the guy that crushed
Chekhov.
by the gate. His car rolled back and smashed him into a gate, or no?
Yeah, a Range Rover, I believe it was.
Was that
or
this
something.
year or was it
Mhm.
last year?
No, this was this year.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So many
See
things.
how the year has gone by. It's
Yeah.
been a bizarre year, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
A lot
Right.
of people have gone.
Right. Totally.
And really very prominent. It's not like just,
Oh, okay. So there's something new I want to talk about really quick.
Yeah, let's
if you
do it.
If you guys want to talk about celebrity deaths and things that you kind of attach yourselves to, you can do that. But there's a new thing that's happening. You know how I always say on your smartphone, I always use my fingerprint for security measures.
yes, sir.
So this kid in Arkansas figured a way around her mom's security measure.
I told you somebody would.
No, but here's what this kid did. This 6-year-old girl, she wanted Pokemon stuff on her phone, right? So her mom was sleeping. The kid takes the phone over and touches her mom's thing to the phone there, and then goes on an Amazon shopping spree on her phone. And the mom thought, "Oh my God, I've been hacked." And the kid's like, "No, Mom, I just wanted a few presents, so I went and bought me some stuff and used Mom's fingerprint at 6 years old. Figured out this tech."
What do you mean?
To
She's
do that.
6. That's brilliant. She sees it being done. I see babies sitting on couches playing with phones.
Gina says it was Johnny Paycheck that did take this job and shove it.
Oh, yeah, she's right.
Okay, all right. See,
You're wrong. She's right.
wrong.
She wins.
Merle Haggard, what the hell did he have? He had a big song. I can't remember. Anyway.
Hello, looking at Texas.
No, that was Waylon Jennings.
It is?
And yeah, it wasn't Merle Haggard.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Is it?
Pretty
Wait
sure.
a minute.
Yeah. It was Waylon. Sorry, baby. So anyway, yeah. So this kid, he goes and she goes in Arkansas and does that. Touches the finger. So now, of course, all your shopping info is linked to the phone, and now with Mom's fingerprint, had to go on the shopping spree. But she did confirm to her parents that the shipping addresses were all correct. Don't worry, everything is going to come to the house. It's not going to the wrong addresses.
Oh my Lord!
Thanks to Pokemon.
Well, she can return stuff, can't she?
I guess she probably could. She could dispute the charges and say, "Well, it's my daughter," and blah blah blah. I mean, it's a national news story now. It was on CNET, is where I got this from.
Okie from Muskogee.
Yes.
Merle Haggard?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the one.
Okay,
Yes.
the one you don't like.
Right.
My cousins used to sing it to you. You're like, I'm not from Muskogee. I'm like, it's just an Oklahoma song. Calm
Yeah,
down.
Charles confirmed Okie and Muskogee.
Yeah,
There you
from Muskogee.
Okie from Muskogee.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Thank you. We're all in agreement now. The internet is aligned. Everyone is happy and good.
Well, I just think you should probably get your stuff right.
Now we figured that part out.
Okay. So that's, you know what? That's a very smart kid, but I can see that happening a lot. I really can.
Right?
No, I can.
Oh, yeah.
Because mine does it all the time. He
well-
comes up to me, he's like, thumb. Like, what?
I
No,
know,
not thumb. I'm your mother. I am not
Yeah,
a
he doesn't-
walking thumb.
He doesn't say anything. Just, hey, thumb.
thumb. And
Thumb.
what's with this hair of yours? He's got this like.
Dylan is on his way. If he just did the right coloring.
Today we were listening to the Beach Boys downstairs. What are you talking
His
about?
hair is
Why
that
don't you
long.
Yeah, I know. His hair is like that though. He doesn't need highlights. He doesn't need anything.
all
He's
he
got
has
the
to
most
do is,
beautiful
if he
hair.
just styled his hair, he could do the George Michael back in the day.
Oh my God, yes.
He could totally do
He
it.
could do a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, he's downstairs and
Yeah.
Beach Boys are on.
Yeah.
Surfing USA. You probably
Right.
heard it, right? On. It
Yeah,
was really
I did.
loud.
Yeah, right.
And he's like this. And then the part that goes, bushy, bushy blonde hairdo.
Oh.
And he's like,
Shaking his head all around. He's all happy about it.
oh, yeah. He wants to be, he says he wants to be Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Yeah, he wants to grow his hair out and learn Tai Chi so he can, I don't know.
Because it's cool. I don't
Oh,
know.
Danny says he needs an area code to call us, he thinks. It's just a toll-free number, 1-844.
No, you still need
DNA for
it.
one. Really?
Of course you do. It's international.
Oh, well, you know what? If you want to text...
He's tomorrow already.
yeah, dude. Message your phone number to me, okay?
Oh, there you go.
And I will call you from our phone here. I will call the future from our phone here. We'll talk to
Call
Danny.
the Future. That's
Yes.
a really good series. We could call the future.
That's what we'll do, Danny. We'll do a feature with you called Calling the Future. There it is. See?
How exciting is that?
Genius. Just text me your phone number, and I'll find out the country code, and we'll see if I can call
Because
Australia.
it's already tomorrow in
And I-
Tasmania.
And I think it's only like $1.39 a minute or something for me to call Australia. I don't know. Something like that.
Oh, you know what I do want to know?
What do you want to know?
It's from my cousin. She's going to go over to New Zealand for like a month. And
Oh, yeah.
so I was wondering, is that like what did you take like a puddle jumper plane? Like you just
There are no.
like, it over?
From Australia to
Yeah, Tasmania. Is that like, like what?
I think they go by kayak.
Kayak. Yes, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, the Aborigines, they just,
You know
roll
what?
you
I don't
right down
even
there.
think they do that anymore.
No, you
I
don't
really
think
do.
so?
They ride like dolphins. You know what they do? They put their feet on the back of dolphins.
They ride dolphins
and they
down to
have these little
Tasmania.
hoses they put around their dolphin mouths, and the dolphins hold it, and you ride. Mm-hmm. Really, Davin? Kayaks? I think it's a little
wait.
plane. It's a plane ride over. But I wanted to know how long it takes because she's going to be over there, and I said, I have a friend. He's in Tasmania.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think it'd be fun.
I think I've
she
got
could
this
go
figured
over
out. Danny just gave me his phone number.
Oh, how nice.
He
Okay.
texted it to me.
Oh,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Let's see. What is the country code for Tasmania? We'll call Tasmania tonight, guys.
Today.
I know. Okay, there it is. It's 03.
You say the word Tasmania and he turns into a Warner Brothers character.
Okay. That's Victoria, Tasmania. Tasmania, as I say down there. All right.
All right, try it.
All right.
See if you can do it.
All right, we're going to try to call you right now, Danny.
Okay, here
Let's
we
see
go.
if this works.
We're calling tomorrow.
I'm going to call tomorrow. Let's see how this works.
Can we get the TARDIS out? I can go get it.
No, we don't need the TARDIS. No.
We have one.
Oh, hang on here. Okay, so 3 0. I'm saying the number while I shouldn't do that because
Yeah,
it'll
you
go all
probably
of them
shouldn't. That's probably not a good thing.
Okay, we'll see if this sends.
All right. Have fun.
Okay, wait. I got to dial it differently here. All right, already. Okay.
He's yelling at the operator. Okay.
You can't talk while I'm dialing, keeping them entertained somehow?
Oh, right. Okay.
What are you, Wayne?
No.
Or Garth?
Oh my gosh, could you imagine if I was?
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Not.
Okay. All right. So the next thing on one of our lists here as a family is we are still in search of the dog. And so my daughter approaches me tonight and she says to me, so I asked Dad for a phone, and Dad kind of like twisted his nose and took his food and left. And then I said, well, Dad, if I can't have a phone, can I have a dog maybe like by, the new year? And she said that you laughed even harder and walked away. So she says she doesn't know if that means yes, no, or you've already planned something. I was like, I don't think your father has already planned something, first of all. Second of all, this is the option I came up with because you were asking people, what do you think is a good time to buy a cell phone for, a kid and all that. Now, in our house, like I take my kids everywhere and, pick them up. I, take them to where they need to be. And when they go out to parties and stuff, it's like I always go to pick them up. So I don't really need them to have a phone or anything. Right. So I said to her, she goes, if I save all my money up, do you think that I could possibly get a phone by April? Now, her and her brother are in the other room, and they're conversing about the whole thing.
They're going nuts over
and
this.
He says to her, all right, listen, I want to get you. I understand what you're saying, Isabel, and I get that I could probably loan you some money on this one. But Dad, I already heard Dad say, all right, listen to what I'm saying. I already heard Dad say he will not pay for your plan. So forget it. What's going to go? And if you give me some phone, I could get the money because I can help Mom. And then I could. I hear you. I can loan you the money, Isabel, but Mom and Dad will not get you the phone plan. So that passed.
Right.
So about an hour later, she's coming in and she's talking about Dad said this and Dad said that. So I go like this. I go, all right, here's the deal. Save all the money till April, and beyond April, before you start school, I will match all the money and we'll buy your phone. Is that fair?
No.
Okay. It's not
Maybe
fair
it's
yet.
phone. Maybe it is. I don't know.
It's not fair yet. I'm telling you, he just doesn't want to pay for the thing. And if she did more, or if she wasn't as kind of airheaded, are you going to help me, or are you just going to dial phones?
I'm trying to dial Danny in Tasmania.
Well, you're not going to get through. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, he doesn't know. He gave me his number. I'm trying.
I was going to say, not on the 1-800 thing. You're not going to get through.
Why not?
Why not?
Why will I not get through? He's giving me his number. I'm calling him from our internet phone.
So what's the issue? Why can't you make a phone call?
I don't know what the issue is.
Okay.
Wait. We might have luck.
All right.
Oh my God, it's dialing.
Call cannot be completed
Oh, for
as
God's
dialed.
sakes.
Please check the number and dial again.
Again. Danny gave me the wrong number.
Did you get an
Maybe I
area code?
I might have misdialed. Hang on here. I think I've got the right country code. I don't. Does anyone know how I call Tasmania from here? What the right country
Don't
code
you have
is?
the internet?
I do, but you berate me when I take a minute to look up stuff. Hang on here. I want to call Tasmania. This is cool. Hang on here. Okay.
How to call Australia?
Not Australia. It's Tasmania.
Yeah.
These are the fights we have as a couple.
Area codes by state. Tasmania is a state. Tard. So let's see.
Okay, so it's
Calling
03 then.
from United States of America.
All right, we're gonna figure this out, guys.
Okay,
because
so
I want to call Tasmania
Okay,
tonight.
so there's two United States calling to
It'll be the longest call I've ever made.
Tasmania.
Okay,
Let's
she's looking.
see.
You're gonna say everything you're reading
Yes,
as you
because-
see it. That's how she does.
Yes, that's exactly what I do. And if you don't like it, too bad. That's not.
Melissa
too-
says use a track phone. I don't have a track phone. I've got the voice over IP phone. It's an internet phone. It's great. Anyone can call us from anywhere, allegedly. I have to call them and say, what's going on?
It just says dial 011 plus 61 plus phone number.
011. There we go. Thank you. That's what I need.
It's the international code, you doofus.
Okay.
You said you had the code to his country, didn't you?
Hold on. Yeah, I do now.
Stand by. We're calling Tasmania. You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can talk to Danny. This will be good.
Nope, it died on me. Hang on.
No?
So I got it out. 011.
Yeah, 011.
And then the code.
And then 61, which is the country code for Australia. And then your number.
God, he's got a long
Don't
number.
start it with 0.
Don't start it with 0?
No.
Well, shit. I just said Daryl 011.
It says phone number may not begin with 0. Okay, fixed. 9 digits, including area code.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, you just ruined it. Okay, see what happens?
011.
This is ridiculous.
Let's try again. 011.
I tried that. Hold on.
011. 61.
Yeah, then the number.
Then the number.
But I don't put a 0 on that one?
Just dial whatever number he gave you.
Okay, we're going to try that. We do need some good hold music, don't we?
Please check the number and try your call again. Thank you.
Oh, they're so sweet and nice. What a nice accent.
Yes.
So what did you do? It's not going
did
through?
What you said.
Oh, then I guess Danny gave you the wrong number because he hates you.
He must. 11291.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works.
All right.
Oh, shit. It went away. Hold on. I'm glad I'm not trying to win a radio contest in Tasmania. I would totally lose.
Yeah, because that's what you would do is win a radio contest in Tasmania.
Give me a gift certificate for a pizza. I'll come and get it. All the way from America. Right?
That's lovely.
Okay.
Let's see.
Doesn't seem to be working for me somehow. I don't know what the deal is. This is blowing me away.
Area codes. Add to landline numbers only. Okay, area codes. Perhaps you need an area code. Do you have an area code for Tasmania?
I don't know. He put it all as one long number, and I don't know which one's the area code.
Okay, because Tasmania's number is 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's maybe... Okay, so is it...
So it would be 011
Yeah.
plus 61 plus phone number. So you'd have
where's
to
the 3 come in then?
your area code. So it'd be 3 plus the number, right? Area code always
Do I
comes
dial the
before.
0011
Yes.
then the 3?
Yeah. No, you have to dial out of the country. So that's 011.
Okay.
And then the country code, which is 61.
Right.
And then the state code. He is in the state of Tasmania. So that would be 3.
And then 3 after the 61?
Yeah.
Then the number
Then
he
his
gave
number.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, you haven't done that?
I've been trying all those things.
Oh, mate. Try that one.
Right then, sure. Real good. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay.
All right, love. Let's start from the top. 011.
He says 0011, so we'll try that. 6103, and then his number. Why am I talking like this?
I don't know. I have no idea. We don't even sound like we're from any country at this
we
point.
just sound stupid.
We're just a mishmash of English.
There's so many numbers. I'm sure I got mixed up here.
Yeah, because that's for Tasmania, Victoria, parts of southern New South Wales.
Okay.
So there you go. You got to get this together if you want to call your cousin sometime.
Yeah, no, right?
Right then? Wow, holy crap.
I'll try this.
A lot of exercise to call Tasmania.
This is blowing me away. Every time I do the 011, it just takes me off.
It does?
Yeah, like it hangs up.
I don't think you can call long distance from this phone.
I've got to be able to.
Well, then maybe you need an international operator.
I don't want to talk to them. They got weird accents.
All right, well, I'm going to go now.
No, stay with me. This will be cool. We'll get him on the phone.
I don't think you can.
Now people are watching just to see if I can actually get through to freaking Tasmania from here.
Okay.
At this point in time, we've got people watching.
Why can you not get through to Tasmania? I don't understand. What are you doing that is wrong?
He's telling me one thing. You're telling me another thing.
He
I'm
told you what,
dialing the
double
number.
zero? He told you
Yes. He says try 00.
Okay, I don't know. This is how to call abroad.
Okay, so I just dial. What do you got? I don't have to hit the 1. I don't have to hit 1001.
And it's almost 2 in the afternoon there.
So do I have to dial the 1 first or not? Or is it just 001?
Look. It says dial 011 plus 61 plus phone number. But then you have to do the area code, and the area code is 3. Area code is 3 for Tasmania, Victoria, and parts of southern New South Wales. 3.
Right.
See? 3.
Got it. So just 3, not 03. Okay, let's try that.
Why were you dialing 03?
Because it said 2.
Who did?
On the other instructions I had, it said 03. Okay, so it says dial 011, right? Go up to the top.
011.
0. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oops. Hang on. Go to the other phone here. 011.
61.
61.
Now you need a code, so that would be 3.
3.
Now the number.
Okay. Which is... Okay. Maybe this will work. Or not. We'll see. This is promising.
Okay.
We'll see if we get him on the phone.
Well, you could just listen to me if it is.
It's trying to connect to something.
See?
Hold on.
Told ya.
This may take a minute. And if so, we'll have a real Tasmanian on the phone.
Well, it'll take a minute. I mean, we're dialing the future.
I know.
We're dialing 2 o'clock tomorrow.
We're going into outer space, down through the Azores, across the satellite, into the future. Hello? 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 Hello, hello, hello. Okay, it's just like leaving me on perpetual hold here. We'll see if
Did it dial? Is there a tone?
Nope, it just went away.
Oh,
Okay.
we lost Tasmania.
All right, well, he says this. Okay, I want to dial 011 61. Okay, I'm dialing exactly what he just texted me. He just sent me a message.
Okay, so what time is it here?
Oh, wait, it's ringing.
It is? Oh, my God.
Hello, Danny from Tasmania.
Hey, there we go. Finally got through.
Davin and Anna.
Hey,
What a great pleasure it is to be talking to you guys from the other side of the world. How good's that?
Tell us, what's the future like?
The future is absolutely awesome. Anna, you got it right. It's just about 2 o'clock here. Believe it or not, I actually went on air at the local radio station at 2 o'clock, but I've forward-tracked, as you guys would know all about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm pretty safe at the moment.
So you've laid
How
it down.
are you?
Okay, so what radio station can people listen to you at if they want to go on the World Wide Web and listen to you?
If they want to go on the World Wide Web, we are called 89.3 LAFM.
You guys are just obsessed with a shit.
LAFM.
You guys are obsessed with a shit ton of numbers down there, I've noticed. Like you have
Yeah,
to,
I know. Well, they're the crappy ones that the government assigned to us.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You got to pay the big bucks, Davin, to get the good numbers. You know what it's like.
Yeah. No, I totally get
understand.
that. I got to find a picture of you so I can put it up and people know who we're talking to here.
Oh, cool. Make sure that's the ones without any wrinkles. That's the best ones to do it.
Can we go with the topless pictures of you? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does that work?
Topless, not bottomless.
Right. Oh, you got the bottomless ones on there too. Okay, let's see here. Let me find.
Yeah, they're in
Yeah.
a special folder. They're called, I think they're called Vault. No, Photo Vault.
I'm trying to find a good picture of you here. That's because like your profile picture is pretty good. You want to use that one? Can we use that one of you?
Cool. Thank you.
All right, we'll use that. Look
Hey,
at,
look, I've got to say, you guys,
Yeah.
trying to take off the Australian accent, you're not real good. You sound more like English people than you do
Yeah,
Australian
Right.
I don't do
people, so-
Australia, and I'm trying to get this demo together because I'm doing voice work,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn
Yeah.
it, and so I get on television and I look, for something that's Australian, and I put it on and I listen and I listen and I listen, and the only thing I can do is like Crocodile Dundee
Yeah.
or the Crocodile Hunter, and I don't want to go around going, oh yeah, she's a beaut. I mean, people don't talk
Yeah,
that way.
g'day, mate. There you going.
It's ridiculous.
So, g'day, mate. I've got to say that in the entertainment industry, obviously, they put it on a little bit, like, how you going, mate? How are you? What's
Right.
going on?
Right.
I mean, of course, you'll possibly pick up a couple of things that I'm talking now that you'll go, oh, what's he talking about? But I don't know. It's a funny sort of, what would you say? A funny sort of language.
I don't
No, it's
think
good.
so.
I think- I love it.
every language is funny, sort of, to someone else.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
it is, isn't it? Now, listen, can I just touch on, you guys talk a lot about the Tasmanian devil, which is really good. Yes, we do have Tasmanian devils here in Tasmania, but unfortunately, they are being faced at the moment with a facial tumour, a cancerous tumour.
What?
So a lot of our Tasmanian devils down here are getting wiped out at the moment because of this facial tumour. So there's a lot of people raising funds and money to go to research to try and get rid of this facial tumour.
Seriously?
But yeah, that's serious. So they're threatened to be extinct very soon. So we're trying to look after them. But what is happening, David and Anna, is with that research, they're pulling them to one side. Of course, they're doing all the right things and doing, getting rid of some of the cancer on some of them. But then they have to be released back into the wild. And what happens is, because they're a natural hunter, they go straight for the main highways. And, of course, what happens? They get run over.
Yeah.
So we're facing a little bit of a dilemma down here in Tassie at the moment with that. So
how big are
they?
they?
We do not want to see them go.
How big are the Tasmanian devils?
They're little. They're not that big.
No, about the size of your normal domestic cat.
Yeah, they're
okay.
little, sweet little looking things. They're the
Look at him.
cutest.
She's got a picture of him all chewed up here from being hit by a car or something.
No, that's a tumor.
Oh, a tumor.
Geez, don't do that, please.
That's the tumor.
But no, they are they're a very aggressive natural hunter. They've got really razor sharp teeth and they've got that locked jaw type of thing. But I mean, when they're little and they're babies, like everything, they're so cute. They are so cute. But yeah, you wouldn't want to put your hand inside a cage, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, it's like a raccoon. Raccoons are adorable until they're inside your house.
Yeah, a little bit the same.
Is it
possibly ours are a little bit more aggressive than the raccoon?
Is it possible to domesticate one of these animals and keep them as a pet at all?
Oh, look, I think, not really, no. It'd have to be very controlled.
So what purpose do they serve down there? Why don't you guys just eat these things?
What?
Yeah, well, no, because they get rid of a lot of the vermin and stuff like that around our forests. We've got a lot of rainforests and stuff like that down here, and they get rid of a lot of those nasties that we don't really want in our bushes. But
Danny.
have you heard of wombats? Have you got wombats over there?
Oh, yeah, we got them all over the New England.
No, we do not have wombats. And one flipping idiot.
Oh, you're going to go to the story.
Yes, because it's the one story I can actually say. Danny, yes. I kid you not. Like, I'm not. I'm not trying to be judgy, but honestly,
we have some of the stupidest people in the world on the radio here in America, just so you know. And we're three of those people.
Well, no, let's get it this way.
She
didn't really want to be on the radio. She worked doing.
She was an ex-stripper.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to say it.
This girl was a stripper on the radio. She thought a wombat was a mythical creature.
Well, I didn't want to. Yes.
There.
She thought it was a mythical creature. She thought it was
something. I
something.
love you guys because you start on a certain topic and then you just wander off into something else.
Well, it's
we started talking about wombats. Next minute, we're talking about strippers.
It always goes to strippers at some point or another.
Well, anyway, the stripper girl thought the wombat. She thought the wombat was a mythical creature, and she thought it was one of those characters from like Lord of the Rings, and she honestly thought that.
Goodness.
Speaking of strippers, how is it that Charlie Sheen is still alive in 2016?
Can you please be quiet with that?
I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, I went to a trip to Thailand and I showed a few of the locals there a few photos of some wombats and they said giant rat. They thought it was a giant rat. But now what I'm getting to is they can be domesticated. You can have those at home. They're little terrors. They will absolutely wreck everything in your house. They'll even crash down or through the door or through the wall. But they are a beautiful little creature, the wombat. A lot of people have got them.
All right, I'll take it.
Sounds like a strong selling point there, Danny.
I actually love wombats. The musicians, the wombats. We love them.
Oh yeah, the wombats. Yeah, they're good. You guys know them down there?
We've got some musicians down here called the Wombats as well.
I would expect so.
Just getting back to your main topic. Of course, George Michael just passing. How sad was that? I mean, as I said in my text earlier on to you, Davin, me being an 80s child, I'm 48 years old, nearly 49, and of course I was in high school last year of high school. That's what we call it down here anyway. And the Choose Life T-shirts were absolutely everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were here too. I mean, he was a worldwide figure, a pop icon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. And of course, he had some great songs, with Wham, Edge of Heaven it was, Last Christmas, the month of Christmas.
I love Last Christmas.
And the album Faith, how big was that? 1987 that came out.
You're big when rock bands cover your songs and you're a pop star.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it that did Faith? Who remade Faith, the heavy version? Do you remember? Because it got Faith. It was like one of the heavy metal dudes.
Disturbed. I'm trying to think of who it was.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think of who it was.
It wasn't Rage either.
I can't remember who it was, but he was an absolute legend. My favourite song was Father Figure.
Me too. Father Figure and the other slow one that he had. What was the other one? Crap. I'm drawing a blank right now.
I like Freedom.
Freedom, yeah. That was a great video,
Freedom's
too.
a great song.
And it was
Yep.
a great video.
Now,
Yeah.
listen, the one that absolutely blew me away was Prince. Of course, I'm an absolutely massive Prince fan.
Me too.
I just love the way he did things.
Are you
Me
going to
too.
get a symbol
He was in-
tattoo? Are you going to get a symbol tattoo like Anna is as well?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I just about go as far as doing that. I haven't got any tattoos, but I tell
Me
you,
neither.
that guy,
She's got tatters.
He was an absolute genius.
I don't have any. I don't have any tattoos,
Look,
but
one-
I'd like to.
Right.
One thing I did like about Prince, he wasn't a copier. He was a leader,
Right.
not a follower.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, his sound was just like no other, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And when he brought out Prince's Purple Rain, my goodness, how powerful was that when it came out? And the fact that he starred in his very own movie, when a lot of musicians thought, this guy, he's a unknown,
Right.
And here he is making his own Hollywood
Yeah,
blockbuster.
before
That's crazy.
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a shit back then. It really was.
Yeah, it was. It
Wow,
was-
what a
it
year!
was absolutely
oh
mad.
my
Yeah.
goodness!
And of course, you guys talk about these guys. We lost a few of our Aussie artists as well over here. There was a guy by the name of John English. He was a big advocate for saving the Tasmanian Devil. He used to put a lot of his money into the Tasmanian Devil. He loved them.
Gosh, I didn't know
But
anything
he
about
was
that.
star of
Poor things.
stage and screen. He had his own rock band. So if you typed in Hollywood 7, John English,
Yeah.
Davin, he was a guy that we lost, and he was an absolute legend. He was in a show called All Together Now. He was a funny man, and he loved Tasmania. He loved Australia, and he's a real icon. We lost him during the year as well, which was pretty sad.
And in case you guys are just now like catching us live on the show, we're talking to Danny Smith down in Tasmania. He's actually one of the radio hosts at a radio station down there in Tasmania.
Oh darn!
And,
I was about to make believe he was someone else.
Who were you going to make believe it was?
I don't know. The people here are so dumb. We could have.
What's
I was like, no, but some people are, so dumb to the fact of any kind of accent here in the United States.
See, now Gina just shared one of her Prince memories she had with us on the show
What,
right
what,
now. She
what,
says,
what?
I was in middle school and won 2 tickets to Purple Rain on the radio to go see it and got stood up by the guy who was supposed to take me.
Oh no!
That's a terrible story.
Oh, no.
That's awful.
Did you go anyway? I mean,
I would take you.
I would
if
have
I knew
taken
this.
someone. I would take you because I would have gotten a free movie. And
That's
well,
right. And you would have been my first French kiss, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because that's when I had my
French
first
kiss.
French kiss was in Purple Rain. Who
Gina,
knows?
instead of Big Nose Sally Majigger, whatever she was.
Shayla. She was named Shayla.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of French kisses, Davin,
Yes.
my first French kiss was while I was watching the Footloose movie back in 1984.
There you go.
There
See?
you go.
We both French kissed at the same time. It was 1984 for me as well.
look at you go.
Or was it 83?
Oh, no, that's a bit.
Yeah.
That's a bit creepy. That is.
It is a little bit. It probably wasn't at the same time, but parallel worlds. Parallel
Oh
universes.
God, what if Danny lives your world in a parallel place?
Oh, she says no. She
Yeah,
kept the
that's
tickets.
terrible, isn't it?
She kept the ticket.
Yeah,
Hey,
she
listen,
kept
guys.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I must go because
You've got a job to do, right.
And I must go because I have
Yeah,
children.
I have, yeah. I'm actually getting paid to be on the radio, and I'm
I
talking to these.
Plug your
That's a good question.
'Cause no one could-
www.lafm.com.au.
LAFM.
Yep.
Okay. Dot what?
AU.
.au. Got it.
AU
Okay.
for Australia. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, perfect. We're going to check you out. www.lafm.com.au.
I'm so excited.
That's
Thank
the
you
one.
so much, Danny.
It's good to talk to you, mate.
No worries, and I'm very sorry that it hasn't been earlier, but because you guys know in the radio world you've got nothing in concrete
Yeah.
coming up, and because I'm a casual, I get torn from pillar to post to each radio station. And 1 minute you've got no work on, next minute you're just working flat out. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
I think
And,
we should do a monthly visit with Danny.
Calling the future. We got to do that.
Yes, calling
Calling
the
the
future.
future.
Yes.
Yeah. Danny is our future.
This is awesome. I love it.
I would love to. I'd love to predict the future and say that we're not going to have any celebrities pass away next year because, like a lot of people have said, this year's been a bit of a shock.
No. Let's not say
And,
any. There are some that really could just go. That would be fine with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards.
He's
No,
hanging
I'm
in
saying,
there.
I'm saying, guys,
He's
that
hanging in.
I know he outlives
Oh,
the world.
please, let's play for Betty White. Let's pray for Betty White.
Betty White?
Just a little. We only have a
yeah.
couple more days left.
Yeah, keep
So
her
let's
alive
just
for a
keep
while.
her alive
Yeah.
for-
All right, Jenny, we'll let you go to get back to work.
You guys,
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
so good catching up, and keep up the good work. I absolutely love watching your show when I can. Unfortunately, sometimes it sort of rocks in the middle of the day when I'm actually doing other work, but I try and catch up as much as possible and keep up the good work because I think it's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Really appreciate it, man. Take care.
No worries. Love
No
and
worries.
kisses. See ya.
All
Bye.
right. G'day, mate. See ya.
Bye.
Cool. I just
That
love
was
it.
our longest long-distance phone call we've had so far on this show.
Across the world.
We called Tasmania just then.
That is so cool. I love
Joy
it.
says, love the accent. Why, thank you, Joy. I'm glad you like the sound of my voice.
He's
That's
been
wonderful.
really trying
I've been
hard.
no, she's
Really.
talking about
Just-
Danny,
I
not me.
know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
And who else liked the accent of Danny's accent? Everybody's loved this. Oh, Vincent's on. Vincent Marquez. Vincent in Colorado. Welcome to the show, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? SA?
I hope your Christmas was good and
I heard you've been
wonderful.
talking shit about my swag. What's up, man?
about your swag. What set you representing, Vincent?
What set you
What's
represent?
up, yo?
What set you repping, man?
Come on, bring it. Anyway,
Oh,
okay.
okay. True story. There was a huge fight down in Aurora at the mall over the holiday weekend, over this the day after Christmas.
Oh my gosh, David, hold on a second.
What? You're not the Aurora Mall.
There, I'm
like
putting on my
Southland,
surprised
like in
face.
Southland, not the Aurora Mall, but in Southland. It's like
Oh, Southlands?
yeah, like 500 people got into a fight
What is
down
it,
in Southland.
Gangland now?
It's like a bunch of teenagers with nothing better going on, and they all like beat each other
In
silly, and
Southlands.
then people had to break it up. And they had to shut down the mall. All
That's
this
a
crazy
shame.
stuff.
That's a shame.
It is. It's crazy. Vincent says he has a pic to show us. Are you going to show me or Anna the picture, Vincent? He's been
What's going
traveling.
on?
He says. Tessa says hi. Gina's saying Tessa says hello. Oh, Town Center. It was Town Center. Yeah, that's where the big fight. Vincent, did you start that fight? Were you in there? What happened with that?
When you're a
Dude,
jet, you're a jet.
You
all
should
the
call our
way.
number sometime, Vincent. Call the 800 number. It's free. You can just get right
Definitely.
through it. You can also click to call on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Davin and Anna, Facebook.com/Davin and Anna Show. You can just click to call right there from the mobile app.
All right, well, you ready to go?
Yeah, we do. We got to run. Oh, huge fight. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was crazy. It was insano. I mean, I don't even understand why.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Anyway,
don't get
a
it.
lot of fun tonight, you guys. We're going to be back on tomorrow night. We got to do some ice skating with
Where
the
are we
kids.
going to call tomorrow? Where are we going to call tomorrow?
I don't know. We need to do calling the longest. That's the longest long distance call I think we could have. The
That
only
was
thing
so
I
fun.
The only thing I think of was our friend Randy Williams, R-Dub, who does Sunday Night Slow Jams. He's traveling in Africa right now. We could
Yeah, but
call
that's not even that far. I mean, not as far as what we did
Tasmania.
tonight.
No,
Yeah.
I mean if we could call Antarctica, that would be it. But yeah,
Now we got to work backwards.
yeah. Post the picture for us, Vincent. That'll be cool.
Definitely.
All right. Take care, you guys. Call the show, share the show, like it. Everything you guys do for us by sharing helps build audience, which gets us really awesome guests on the show.
That's
So-
right. So if you have a group that you belong to and you think they might need a little
Oh
comedy in
yeah,
their life,
share it to your groups. that you
share it
belong
to your groups.
Yeah, and we'll plug
Seriously,
them. Whatever.
Vincent, do something for Damon, will you?
Yeah, come on, hook a brother up.
Or the love
What?
of your life.
What?
Whichever you want to pick with that is fine with me.
White guy. Okay. All right, guys, we are out. Take care. Miss you too, Vincent. And everybody, thank you so much. Love you for watching. And we will talk to you tomorrow night around 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you.